Do you get stuck in analysis paralysis when it comes to choosing a partner? Do you keep finding reasons to stop dating people that, in hindsight, were pretty great? Do you panic when your partner wants to take the relationship to the next level? Are you worried about making the wrong choice in a partner? Stay tuned. In this video, I'll break down why this happens and how to change it so you can start creating the relationship you're looking for. Common thoughts people with fear of commitment have are, what if I choose the wrong person? What if there's someone out there that's better for me? What if I commit and regret it? What if I don't commit and then regret that? This spiral of overthinking and worries is obstructive and frustrating because it keeps you stuck in a place of indecision, a place where you're not out there living your life, but you're withdrawn, ruminating, and missing out. It keeps you stuck in anxiety and avoidance. Different kinds of fears and anxiety can be behind your indecisiveness. You might be approaching your relationship life with perfectionism because you fear loss, regret, or mistakes. You might be pressuring yourself to be 100% sure and right and to not make a mistake under any circumstances. You might be scared of the fact that if you commit, you'd lose other options, be that other people or time on your own. You might fear intimacy and connection. It might feel overwhelming to you. Commitment might feel like you'd lose your autonomy and that you'd be completely engulfed by the other person in a relationship. You might fear that you're not capable of being in a healthy relationship. Whatever your anxieties are, they will flare up whenever it's time to commit and to take a relationship to the next level. And often the difficulty here is that your mind will find rationalizations for your anxiety and keep the anxiety itself hidden in your subconscious. So you might think that it's your intuition telling you that this isn't the right person, or unknowingly you might go along with the negative lens your mind has suddenly adopted towards your partner and focus in only on the things that are difficult about them. You might have been in this cycle of enthusiasm at the beginning of a relationship, to then becoming more and more unsure about it, to then breaking up many times. By now, you might be desperate to get out of this cycle because you do want to settle down with someone and maybe start a family. Here are some thoughts to help you with this goal. Number 1, confront your urge to pull away. The next time you feel like pulling away and ending a relationship, don't immediately do it. Take time to sit with this urge and to explore it and confront it. Is this really your intuition telling you that this isn't the right person, or is your fear of commitment kicking in? Is what's pulling you away a defense mechanism so you can avoid your anxiety and working through your issues? Are you looking for what's wrong with your partner so you can escape whatever it is you're afraid of? Number 2, shine a light on your fear. Reflect on what you specifically are afraid of. I mentioned some examples for common fears people who are stuck in analysis paralysis in their love life have. And it's important for you to figure out what specifically you are afraid of. What are you protecting yourself from by pulling away? The psychoanalyst Fritz Riemann is known for having said, behind every neurosis, there is an unrecognized fear. What's the fear behind your problem, your analysis paralysis? What are you afraid of could happen if you were to commit? What would the consequences of that be for you? Why is that scary? Number 3, meet this fear with compassion. Next, bring some compassion, empathy, and kindness to this inner part in you that has this fear. It doesn't define you. It's there in you. It's a part in you. And instead of judging yourself for having this fear and allowing it to dominate your life, make room for it in your awareness and hold it with compassion. Fears don't come out of nowhere, and they're not a sign that something's fundamentally wrong with you. This fear developed in you based on the experiences you've made in life so far. And although this part in you is overdoing it, it's trying to protect you from getting hurt. It has good intentions and deserves compassion. So allow some warmth to flow into that inner corner where that fear resides. Number 4, redirect your inner compass. The more you're aware of the specific fears you have, and the more you hold them with compassion, the more you can understand and explore the core beliefs driving these fears. This is important because you can then question these core beliefs and direct your mind onto more helpful ones. For example, believing that you have to eliminate all risk in life is an unhelpful core belief. If you want a relationship, you're going to have to risk it at some point with someone. And I don't mean recklessly. Of course, it's good to put care into choosing someone. But there's no way of eliminating all risk and uncertainty. No matter who you choose, you'll always have to make room for the fact that there's risk involved. This risk is part of any relationship. Every happy couple you know has learned to make room for that risk and to live alongside it. Unexpected things happen in life, and going ahead and making choices nevertheless means living alongside risk and uncertainty. There is no other way to live. Not living alongside risk means not really living your life and betraying your values and deeper desires. The same thing also applies to opportunity cost. There is no way of living without it. If you choose to go one way, you will miss out on other options. But if you try to avoid missing out on alternatives by not committing, all that does is create a life on missing out on every opportunity. You'll have to miss out on some opportunities to pursue what you really want. And that's also important to make room for in life, this fact, this reality. Another common belief connected to fear of commitment is that connection and autonomy are incompatible, that you have to choose either a relationship and closeness or personal freedom. If you want a relationship, you'll need to learn to combine these two because it is possible. And are you really living your truest life if you have a desire for connection that's unfulfilled? Does self-discovery really require you to be alone? Is a sparing partner perhaps not even helpful and a contribution to your own personal journey? Relationships are a great catalyst for personal growth because they provide the real life situations to practice essential life skills in. Consider what you unconsciously expect will happen if you commit. Where is the proof, and is there proof that that will happen? And did you perhaps, if there is proof, create it yourself by in the past living out an unhealthy relationship blueprint? Relationships don't have to be overwhelming, conflict-ridden, or engulfing. You don't have to sacrifice huge chunks of who you are and what you want to be in a relationship. If that's your unconscious expectation, that's because that's what you experienced or witnessed early on in life. These beliefs, these expectations, that blueprint is dysfunctional and not the only way to be in a relationship. There's a way of being in relationships that makes it possible for both partners to get their needs met. There's a way of communicating that makes it possible for people to be in a relationship and individuals. There's a way of connecting that fulfills your deep desire for connection, while at the same time not threatening your individual journey in life. Also, let go of the idea that there's this one perfect person out there for you. No one's perfect. A healthy and secure relationship isn't healthy because two perfect people found each other. It's healthy because two individuals made a decision to commit to each other and then invested into building trust and growing together. A healthy relationship is a decision and a shared process of growth. Number 5, stop ruminating, start feeling. Many people with fear of commitment have a PhD in ruminating. They spend most of their time dominated by their worries, melted together with, identified, fused with their anxieties and worries about their relationship and their partner. And they often also find it hard to know what they want outside of relationships as well. Knowledge about what you want and your core self uses the language of your body to express itself. So practice thinking less and feeling more. Practice stepping out of your worries and into an awareness of what you're feeling in your body. Allow your nervous system calm down so you can actually feel your body in a better way. Tune into how you're feeling more often and allow that information to matter. Tune into how you feel in your partner's presence rather than focusing on your worries about them. Practice trusting yourself. I'll share a link to a video about how to know what you want and a link to a playlist about overthinking and rumination in the description box so you can continue learning about these things. Till next time, take care. And remember, a healthy relationship is not the result of perfection, but of a decision and a shared growth process.